When you're building plywood shelves for cabinetry, you really should install a piece of solid wood edging along the front edges of your shelves. That edging adds durability because it keeps the face veneers from chipping out along the front edge during use. But more importantly, a piece of solid wood here makes your shelves look less like plywood and more like solid wood. Now, once you've spread glue along the front edge of the shelf and you're ready to apply the edge banding, there's a number of different ways you can clamp it in place. I'm going to show you 3 options. One option is to use packing tape. Tear off pieces that are about 8 to 10 inches long and pull them down tight across the joint. I recommend spacing these about every 6 to 8 inches. It's also well worth the money to buy good quality packing tape. I recommend Scotch brand heavy-duty packing tape. It's a lot thicker than the cheap varieties you can buy at dollar stores, and that extra resiliency won't break along the edges of your sharp edge banding, and it allows you to really pull it down tight for a nice tight joint. But maybe you don't want to deal with tape residue on your shelf. And if not, Rockler has a great new solution for edge banding as well in these new Bandy clamps. If you haven't heard about them, you probably use spring clamps in your woodworking already, but these Bandy clamps take spring clamps to a whole new level. They've got these oversized, movable jaws with silicone facing on them that's really grippy. And between the jaws is this piece of reinforced silicone webbing. Now for edge banding, these couldn't be easier to install. Spread the clamp, press it down in place, and release. That's all there is to it. I would suggest installing Bandy clamps about every 6 to 8 inches along the length of the joint. The great thing about Bandy clamps is that once they're installed, they really stay put because that silicone holds on tight. But glue doesn't stick to these surfaces, so once it dries, it peels right off. Rockler sells 3 different sizes of Bandy clamp in small, medium, and large, and you can learn more about them at rockler.com. And if you're short on clamps or just short on time, here's a third option for installing edge banding. Instead of putting a thin piece on just one shelf, make your edge banding about 2.5 times thicker than it needs to be and glue it between 2 shelves at the same time with the edge banding at the seam. Then when the glue dries, head to your table saw and split it right down the middle at the edge banding. You'll end up with 2 banded shelves in the amount of time it would have taken to make one. Now, if you like these sort of video tricks, remember, you can get all of our woodworking video tricks for free by subscribing to our YouTube channel or liking us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.